Leeann, we're showing off our 2 new strips today for the new season. What do you think?
I absolutely love them, of course, I would say that, but I think they look really terrific. I hope supporters love them as much as we do.
What is the process involved? Every supporter's obviously fascinated by that.
It starts really the year before. In September we head over to Italy, our friends over at Macron. We have a couple of days with them where we basically sit and look at sort of creative inspiration, like different colours, styles, and it's very much a bespoke process. So we get the chance to look at the home strip first of all, the away strip, and obviously all the training gear needs and goalie tops and whatever, and we get all that done and dusted in a couple of days, and it's a really interesting, exciting time to do that. I'm privileged to be involved.
Do you sit there with your pad of paper and colouring in pens, or is that a bit more sophisticated?
It's a bit more sophisticated, but there's always lots of ideas and opinions around the table, and you kind of work things up and you think it's going to look fantastic, and actually when you see it, it doesn't really have the appeal. So it's as I say, it's a kind of working couple of days and really interesting.
There's obviously been a demand from supporters for purple. It's a popular choice. Is that something you take into account?
Absolutely. We try to listen to supporters on everything that we do here, but obviously purple's a colour that historically supporters have really liked. We've not had it for, 3-4 years, something like that. Hopefully they're going to like this with the flashes of green in it as well. A bit unique. Hopefully it's not too much like things we've done in the past, and people will like it as much as we do.
This year we are sporting the Hibernian Community Foundation logo on the front of the shirt. Talk us through that arrangement. Well,
as you know, we've had a Marathon Bet on the front of the shirt for a number of years now, certainly the whole time that I've been here. Marathon Bet decided not to progress. I think that was the right decision for them and for us, to be honest. I think it was time to kind of freshen things up. We decided to go into the market to look for a sponsor. I think honesty is the best policy. The sponsors that we were talking to within that environment, I think that environment's really changing quite a lot at the moment. So we had the opportunity to talk to the Hibernian Community Foundation, really to bring them into the fold, closer to the club and everything associated with that, and we really just want to celebrate their kind of vibrancy within the community and everything that they're doing. So we had the conversation with these guys, and I think that actually, although it might have not been the direction of travel early days, January, February, when we started talking about it more, it became much more appealing for me to have the foundation on the front of the shirt, and that allows us to engage with different people and promote what the guys at the foundation do in a different way. So I think it's going to be a really interesting test for us, and it'll engage us with lots of different people, and it'll allow us more, I think, to talk about what the guys at the foundation do day in, day out. So happy.
Supporters will ask questions. Were we not able to attract a commercial sponsor? What was the thinking behind going with the Community Foundation?
No, it's actually the opposite. We did have a couple of commercial sponsors in terms of offers, etc. But I think, as I mentioned, that market is changing, particularly the betting market, and we decided that we wanted to try and look at a different sector, or at least try and explore different sectors. That's proven to be slightly problematic, but we ultimately ended up with a couple of good offers. But we decided really just to test and have a discussion with our friends at the Community Foundation. So we could have had a commercial sponsor, but we've decided really to use this as a launching off site, a launching off pad for the foundation, and as I said earlier, to bring them closer to the club and to really promote the work that they do. So you're going to see a lot more. There'll be a lot more about what they do day to day and the kind of brilliant work. And as I said, they're a massively vibrant part of our community here at Hibernian, and we want to talk about them more. So the campaigns you'll see coming out from the club in the next couple of weeks associated with the foundation, hopefully people will really enjoy and endorse.
It's a story we're looking forward to telling within the club, but presumably you can reassure supporters that Paul's not about to suddenly get less money to spend on his squad on the back of this.
Oh yeah, that would be a lovely discussion to have with our friends in football. I've decided to support the Community Foundation in a different way, but by the way, you're paying for it? I don't think so, no. Absolutely not. The football budget is, it's never going to be affected by these decisions. Paul and his team will continue to get a very strong support from the club, as they always do. Not one penny, bean, whatever you want to call it, will be impacted by this decision, and in fact I think it'll do the opposite. Hopefully it'll make everybody look forward to buying the strip, getting involved in the strip, wearing the strip, and supporting the Community Foundation through the different funding and fundraising campaigns that we're going to have for that.
And finally, we want "We Are All Hibs" to be more than a meaningless, bland marketing slogan. What does it mean to you?
It's one of the reasons that I joined the club, if I'm honest. So there is football reasons, obviously, but one of the reasons I joined the club was the bigger community here and the opportunities. And I think anybody will be able to see in the last 5 years, and certainly the big improvement in the last 3 years in the Community Foundation and everything that it has offered. So that, in a nutshell, basically, for me is, we are a football club. Of course, we're a football club. That's what we love. That's what we do. But actually, the big pillar for us are the people who live locally here in Leith and Edinburgh and the Lothians, and we want to bring everybody, corporate Edinburgh, everybody back towards the club in a strong and fulfilling way.